Hook the invisible power that makes her chase you. What if I told you? Yeah? You could walk into a room and shift the energy without saying a single word. That a woman could feel an unexplainable pull toward you. Not because of how much you say, but because of how little you need to. You don't chase, you don't perform, you don't try to impress. Because you've realized something. Powerful attraction isn't about what you do. It's about who you are when you're doing nothing at all. Most men think they need to prove themselves to be noticed, flash the car, flex the body, fire off clever lines. They think attraction is a show, but real attraction is silence that speaks. There's something far more primal, more ancient, and more real. It's not loud, it's not flashy, it's felt. And once you understand these 6 silent power moves, you'll no longer wonder how to make her want you. You'll start to wonder why you ever had to ask. Stick with me until the end. Of this video, because what you're about to hear will permanently shift how women perceive you. And more importantly, how you perceive yourself. Intro: why most men fail and why you'll succeed. There's a quiet war happening in the dating world today. Not a war of fists or words, but of energy. You've seen it? Men over-explaining themselves double. Texting when they don't get a reply. Buying gifts too early. Fumbling for the right thing to say, only to watch her drift away. Meanwhile, the guy who barely says anything, the one who moves slowly, speaks with intent, and holds eye contact like he's staring into her soul. Simple. He knows the 6 silent signals that trigger subconscious attraction, and once you learn them, you'll become the kind of man who no longer chases women, because women chase him. Let's begin with the first and most foundational principle. The force that separates boys from men. Noise from gravity, and insecurity from dominance. Power move 1. Calm confidence. The energy of a man who needs nothing and attracts everything. Most men confuse confidence with loudness. They think if they walk big, talk fast, and dominate the room, they'll get attention. And sure they might. But attraction and attention aren't the same thing. Attention is cheap. Attraction is earned, and the kind of attraction we're talking about, the deep, magnetic pull that makes her think about you at night, that comes from calm confidence. Why? Calm confidence works backed by psychology and evolutionary psychology. Women are biologically wired to seek out emotionally stable men. Why? Because in ancient times, an unstable man was dangerous. He'd crumble under pressure, panic in crisis, risk everything out of fear. But a man who stays centered, or a man who can hold tension, remains still, observe the chaos and not react emotionally. That man is a protector, a provider, a rock. She doesn't just see calm confidence. She feels it in her nervous system, and it relaxes her. While pulling her in, how to cultivate calm confidence? The tactical breakdown. Let's break this down into 5 powerful actions you can implement immediately. No fake alpha energy needed. 1. Slow down. Your movement's nervous energy is the body's betrayal of insecurity. It leaks out in fidgeting. Quick glances, tapping your feet, bouncing your leg. Slow movement equals self-trust. Exercise : next time you walk into a room, do it 25% slower. Scan the space, not the faces. Move deliberately. Like every step is already accepted by the universe. You are not rushing to be accepted. You already belong too. Master comfortable silence. Most men rush to fill silence because they can't handle it. But silence, when owned, is magnetic. It builds tension. It tells her, I'm not here to impress. I'm here to observe. You're part of that. Practice this. During conversation, pause before responding. Let her finish. Breathe. Then speak slowly. Hold eye contact, not to dominate, but to connect. The silence between your words. That's where attraction lives. 3. Posture that speaks before. You do before you even open your mouth. Your posture has told her everything she needs to know. Are you grounded? Or trying? Are you hiding? Or owning the space? Your checklist. shoulders back. But relaxed chest open knot, puffed hands visible knot, and pockets feet shoulder width apart, stable chin parallel knot up. Not down. This is the body language of a man who's not apologizing for his presence for the calm. Test. How you react to her tests. Every high value. Woman will test your emotional control, not because she's toxic, but because she wants to see, is this man real, or is he just saying the right things? She might tease you, flirt with someone else, pull back suddenly, and here's your job. Remain amused, not reactive. Amusement is a dominant trait. It signals inner stability. When a man smirks instead of snapping, he communicates, I've been here before. You don't rattle me. 5. Outcome independence, the hidden superpower. This is the quietest, rarest trait of all, and the most attractive. When your goal is no longer her approval, but your own alignment, you shift from seeker to source. You're not trying to win her. You're trying to see her, and that difference, she'll feel it instantly. Real-world story, the 2 men at the party. Picture this. 2 men walk into a rooftop party. Man number 1 rushes over, laughs too loud, tells a story before even hearing hers, nervously checks his phone. Mid-convo, man number 2 walks in slowly, scans the room without seeking validation, holds eye contact when spoken to, speaks calmly, smiles when appropriate, mostly listens. Guess who she remembers after the night's over? It's not even close. Man number 1 wanted attention. Man number 2 had presence, and presence always wins. Silent takeaway. You don't attract her by chasing. You attract her by being the calmest man in the room, and in a world of noise, distraction, and digitaldopamine.com, grounded, silent man is the rarest energy of all. Master this, and you won't have to chase her. She'll chase the stillness in you she doesn't even understand. Power move 2. Mastering body language. She reads you before you speak, and she already decided. Let's get something straight before you ever say a single word before you flirt, joke, or compliment her. She's already made a silent judgment about you. Trustworthy or try hard. Magnetic or manipulative masculine, or nervous forgettable. Or unforgettable. And here's the part most men don't understand. She didn't decide based on what you said. She decided based on what your body said. Because women are biologically tuned to detect nonverbal signals. Your posture, your gaze, your presence in space, the way you walk across a room, the way you hold your drink, the space between your words even, your stillness, even your silence is a signal. It's not, does she like you? Can her nervous system relax around you? And that decision is made before your mouth opens. Why body language is everything? The evolutionary reason. Let's go primal for a second. In tribal times, women didn't have time to analyze a man's intentions through dialogue. They had to instantly assess, is this man a threat or a protector? That survival instinct still lives in her body. Even today, she's not trying to analyze your vocabulary, she's trying to feel your energy. Your body reveals everything your mouth tries to hide, in fact. Studies in psychology show up to 93% of communication is nonverbal. And in the first 7 seconds of meeting you, her subconscious has already answered questions like, is he safe? Is he stable? Is he confident in his own skin? Once your body communicates calm confidence and grounded masculinity, you don't need to prove yourself with words. She's already intrigued. The 5 silent body language signals she can't ignore. So break this into 5 powerful cues that you can implement immediately wherever you are. These are primal, subconscious, and deadly effective. 1. The grounded stance, stillness over swagger. Forget puffing your chest or walking like a cartoon alpha. The grounded stance is the energy of a man. It's not performing. Stand with feet shoulder width. Apart, hands visible, not hidden in pockets or behind your back. Knees slightly unlocked, shoulders relaxed, not stiff chin, neutral not, tilted up or tucked down. You're not stiff. You're not slouched. You're planted. Imagine a tree rooted into the earth. Storms can come, but it doesn't move. This is the message she picks up. This man isn't seeking a place to belong. He's already home in himself. Contact that speaks volumes. Look her in the eyes just long enough for her to look away first, not to dominate. Not to intimidate, but to connect with stillness. Maintain eye contact 70 to 80% of the time when she's speaking, any less. And you look uncertain, any more, and it feels invasive. Here's a high-level tip. During conversation, glance at her lips. For half a second before returning to her eyes, this subconsciously primes romantic tension without a word. Never dart your eyes around the room. Mid-convo, she'll feel like you're searching for someone better, and she'll never trust your presence again. 3. Controlled movements eliminate nervous energy if you want to kill attraction fast. Start fidgeting, bounce your knee, rapid gestures, flinch, pick at your clothes. It screams, I'm not safe. I'm trying too hard. But a man who moves slowly and with precision, he radiates composure. Here's the mental frame. I have nowhere to be. I don't need to rush. I own this moment. Smooth is powerful. Still is powerful. For subtle, respectful touch, trigger oxytocin. Not alarms the right touch at the right moment done subtly can trigger a flood of oxytocin in her body. The wrong touch too soon, too intense does the opposite rule. A thumb, light and incidental, not lingering confident but respectful. Not invasive examples, gently touch her arm when laughing, light hand to her lower back while walking through. A crowd brief touch on her shoulder if helping her with something, watch her body language for cues.